This is part one. Can I get change for a soda, please? Well, this was one of the hardest or baddest situations I've been in. I had just made a deal with the claim to be their property and to fight whenever they asked me to, wherever they asked me to, and no matter who they wanted me to fight, any place, anywhere, anytime. And I didn't really know what I was getting into, but we had a break after I made that deal with the claim. We had a break in between. I forgot what it was. But when we come back to school for the second semester, like, I was very scared because before the break, I heard some claims talking, and they were like, "That little nigga don't know what he got into. He gonna get killed. I doubt his little black ass win one fight." Ha 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 ha! And they all laughing at him. So I had to go home over the holidays and think about, man, I wonder who I'm gonna fight. I ain't nothing but 130-something pounds. You know what I mean? And they got guys, weighing 300 and 400 pounds. So, and these guys say I'm gonna get tore apart. So when we come back for the second semester, John was gone, my what I call my brother and protected me the first semester. John was gone. He went to LSU. And not me and Jeff Wilson were very close. Very, very, very close. And Larry Blackman still was my manager, We hanging out in front of the recreational center where they got the lunchroom, the nurse's office, the game room. And there's a soda machine out front. And the white lady say, "Do y'all have change for $1? I just want to get a soda." The soda was 50 cents. Larry Blackman said, "I got it 1/4. He said, "Doom, do you have a quarter?" I said, "Yeah, I got a quarter." I said, "Just give it to her, man." But she insists that we take $1. Matter of fact, she gave her $2. She said, "I just want a soda. It's so hot." So she gave us $1 a piece. So I said, "Larry, go in the lunchroom and get 4 quarters." He said, "For what, Doom?" I said, "I got an idea how we can get bill money." Right? Larry, go in there and get 4 quarters. He got 4 quarters. When he got 8 quarters, he gave me 4, and he had 4. So now people coming by because it's real hot, and everybody want change for $1. But me and Larry don't give them change for $1. We tell them we got 50 cents, and they'll give us $1. And this happened about 10 times that day, and we realized, hey, man, we making money. So now, that's our new job. Every time one of us get a break, we hang in front of that soda water machine. And when class is out for us, both of us hang out, and we just sit there giving people change for $1. Change for $1. One day, Jeff Wilson was hanging out with us. He said, "Don't want to hang out with you for today, dog." So we hanging out, and Jeff was just laughing the whole while. I said, "What you laughing at, dog?" He said, "Man, I can't believe, Don, you and a black man making a living, giving people change for a soda." He said, "Boy, y'all something else." He said, "Just imagine if y'all can put a person in front of every Coke machine around the world, every soda machine around the world, how much money y'all would make." I couldn't get that out of my head because I got to think of a way to get out of this college before the claim start making me work. And what I mean by work is fight. You know what I mean? Because them fight for me is really death matches. Because if I get hurt, they're gonna tell the person to take me out. And that's what the word was. Whenever they find somebody who can beat you, they're gonna tell them to take you out. The paralyzed will kill you. And you'll just disappear. Well, nobody know nothing. So I had to take that serious. Because I hurt them, they ain't gonna let me, they ain't gonna let me hurt their people now. You know what I mean? They might say it, and they said it in the beginning. But I noticed they never, when I finna do, they break it up. But they ain't gonna break up without fight because some claims been told me. You know, if somebody get the best of me. So I'm thinking of a way. If I become a millionaire, there's nothing the claim can do. I ain't even got to go to the college no more. So I'm thinking about this soda water machine thing with Jeff say. I'm just thinking and thinking and thinking. And let me remind everybody, the invention I'm about to talk about came from an angel. I call him an angel. He was Bobby Jones, the famous golfer. He was my angel, or watcher, or guide. But he was my guardian angel because I knew my guardian angel. Because when I asked her, who is that man be standing over my bed every night? She said, he okay. I said, what he is, an angel or what? She said, oh, he okay. I said, but what he want? She said, he okay. Just do what he say. He okay. And I realized through ESP that she wasn't allowed to tell me that man's title or his name or his duties. But I do know this man had been with me since I was a baby. And he stood over my bed and the whole family could see him. Until I got about 13 or 14, you know. But inventions come from places unknown, which is not this planet. Because if that happened to me, and that's the second time I done got a invention from beyond this planet. But I was confused because his job all these years was to make me stay on the right path to my journey. But this time he giving me an exit point. An exit point means abort your journey. I'm finding a way to grant you your wish. You can leave this journey. And I don't know whether God gave him that permission or whether he just did it on his own. And I think he did it on his own because God canceled that mission. I made the invention and somebody else got the credit for it. So I guess God didn't want me to leave my journey. But anyway, one day I was in my room and I was thinking, man, if I become a millionaire, then they ain't got to worry about the claims no more, right? And then my room transformed to Fred Duval Wash House. Fred Duval is a legendary policeman in Fort Pierce. But we standing inside Fred Duval Wash House. We went to the wash machine. It showed two things for a quarter. The angel ain't talking now. When he showed me stuff, he don't talk that much. We just look at the wash machine, it needed 2 quarters or maybe 75 cents. We went to the dryer, it needed 1 quarter. He held out money. $1 and a $5 bill. We go to this thing on the wall in the washout. You say 1s, 5s, and 10s. Change maker. He handed me a $5 bill. And he tipped his hat. And I come back saying, yes, 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 I'm out of here, I'm out of here, I'm out of here. And I couldn't believe it. I ran to go find Jeff. When I told Jeff everything, Jeff said, that's amazing. How you thought about that? I said, a man gave me the idea in a dream. And now I'm making diagrams because I was taking a landscape architect from Mr. Wildman, Wildmon, I think. And I showed him the soda water machine I draw with the change thing on it. Because I took the change maker out the wash out and I put it on the soda machine. I draw everything I think a half an inch equal a foot. I draw everything up to scale. Took it to my architect, landscape teacher. He said, wow, that's a great idea. I said, yeah, I know. And Jeff wrote the pitch. We wrote the pitch together. He was taking out marketing, majoring in marketing. And he said, what you want me to write for the pitch? I say something like, y'all losing billions and billions of dollars a year because people don't have change for a soda. With this invention, y'all will capitalize on y'all losses all around the world. Something like that, right? We sent the carbon coffee to Pepsi, Coca-Cola, and RC. And we were sitting waiting. Never come, nothing never come, nothing never come. And I wonder, why would an angel give me such a great idea to let it just go to waste? And Jeff asked me. He said, what you want ice for? I said, 100 million and 10%. Jeff said, no, ice for 1 million and 1%. Because you might outbid yourself. So I asked for 1 million, right? And 1% of all soda water machine profits, right? Part 2 coming up.